the conversations that have been ongoing have really focused on what are the discussions that we can further have in the overall discussion of agriculture. The great news was that COP27 was fantastic when it comes to the topics of food and agriculture, and that the work program was extended for the next 4 years. And now at these meetings, we really want to ensure that those topics of discussions that perhaps haven't made it to the table yet, that we can bring those in. So from a youth perspective, those include the adoption of a food systems perspective, to really keep in mind people in vulnerable situations, as well as really keeping in mind topics such as agroecology. So we're hoping that as the days go by, that these discussions are not forgotten, and as young people, we're here to further these discussions. A lot of people in the global south that are in charge of producing food for the entire world should in reality have the right to the food that they produce, the way that it's distributed, the way that it is consumed. And as we have these conversations of global food systems, that we don't forget local food systems and resilience within local communities as well. There's no secret with all of these record-breaking droughts that we're seeing, floods and whatnot, that as we're moving to COP28, that we really see food in the agenda, that we have more discussions of the implementation process for the Loss and Adaptation Fund, and that as we're talking about this climate transition, that we think of a just climate transition, one in which people that are the most vulnerable, marginalized, are at the forefront, that we also bring up discussions of inequity and inequality, because there cannot be a just climate transition without those conversations. We need to think of a future, one of which no one is left behind. What gives me hope is movements and the network of young people and people that have historically been marginalized coming together, regardless of the barriers that are in place, doing their best to unite, to raise their voices. And so that gives me a lot of hope. We're organizing, we're collaborating, we're doing our best to not compete, but rather to put our resources together. And I truly believe that this is the only way that we can achieve our goals, our climate goals, but also our goals of having a just world.